Alright guys, welcome back to a brand new farming simulator series or parts to this Highland map DLC. It's the 5th DLC for Farming Simulator 25, which came out today on the 4th of November of 2025. Look at that. This is the Highland map. This is part of the Highland map here. All of this. You can see here the new animals. Those are the new animals are here. The boat, the lake, the background, and we can do fishing as well. Look at that. How cool is that? So we're gonna jump into the map and we're gonna do a review. I already have my save game ready. This is it, the Highlands Fishing Expansion DLC. That is what we're gonna be looking at today. So let's get into it, guys. Here is the harbor where you can do fishing products. The harbor right here, and this is the village here in the background. I think this map is being played in England or Scotland as far as I know. I think it's in Scotland because it's the Highlands, and the Highlands are only in Scotland, so I think this is a Scottish city here in the background. Does that look awesome, guys? That looks pretty good. You have here, I think a palace or something, or a castle that you can build. It's pretty awesome for sure. This is going to be a pretty awesome series of parts to this Highlands DLC. So let's get into it. Alright, we are here at the farm. We can open up the gate here. So this is going to be part 1, and we are here at the farm, this bit here, 49. I'm going to put up some money here. I'm going to put in a couple of 9s here, and we have money. Alright, we're going to check out this here farm first. Look at this. This map is basically the Highland expansion for Farming Simulator 25. I will also do a preview on the farming website, the Giants website. I don't know if I did that before or not. I'll do it again if I didn't. I will show that from the Farming Simulator website. I'll do a review on that. I'll post that first, and then I will post here this review. So let's check out the farm. Now we have here some farm equipment already. Where we go? Where can we go for farm equipment? In here, under vehicles. So we have the Albert pallet fork. Down here we have the Bunning Series 140. We're also going to have a look at some new vehicles that came with this expansion. The Horsch Credo 3, then we have the Horsch Versa, the JCB Fast Track tractor, which also came with this DLC, the Knoche Echo Cultivator 300, the Massey Ferguson, that's a standard in-game one, the header for the Massey, then we have here the header trailer, the New Holland 1000 weight, the New Holland T820, I think that is an in-game tractor. We have the Pottinger Boss Alpine 251, that's an in-game trailer, that's not new. The Quicker Q4M, that is a mower for the tractor, the KDF 341S. The Octavia car, that's a new car that came with the DLC. And we have here the 10 Winkle Pack 750, which is here in this case a weight. Hand tools, we don't have anything yet, so let's check out the farm. We have here a tractor, then we have here a shed. I think you can open up the door. Look at that, you can go right into this here shed. Pretty awesome, look at that. How cool is that? Nice decorations here. Look how nicely that is done. That little shed with all the decoration in here. I think you can open and close this as well. Yes, you can. You can open it and close it. Nice. Here we have a garage for our car. I think that is the new Skoda Octavia that came with this DLC, just that it is in another color, grey. We have here a ladder in this car park. Can we close this? Yes, we can. Look at that. That is so awesome. We can now finally open and close car shades or car garages. Nice. That's pretty amazing. Can we turn on the lights as well in this? No, we can't turn the lights on. We can't turn the outer. I think these lights will turn on automatically during the night time. So, alright. Here we have our farmhouse. I think we can go in. Yes, we can. Let's have a look. Now this is going to be our sleeping area where we can go to sleep and fast forward time. And we can't open that. Look at that. Nice old kitchen and cupboards and a stove here. A fridge with the Farming Simulator logo on it. Nice. That is the Sri Lanka map, and that is the Hutan Pantai map. That is probably the Riverbend Springs map. Yeah, that is the Riverbend Springs. Nicely done so far. I like the decorations. That is a doodle sack. The Highlands are played in. The Highlands are in Scotland. It's a Scottish map, so that's why we're seeing here the doodle sack, which is being played only in Scotland. Can we open the door? Yes, we can. Nice. Let's go upstairs. Maybe we can. Here we can change our clothes. We have a wardrobe. No bike. We can open the door here. Pretty nice. And I think we can also open this door. Can't do anything in here. Here we got the computer. Farming. Farming CPT, not sure what that says. Nice picture. And we can also go upstairs. Now this is something for people who are into roleplay. They can use this. And here we can sleep if we press the R key on the keyboard. We can sleep the fast forward time. An old bed, a TV here, nicely done. Here we have a picture of a tractor, whatnot, pretty cool as well. Wardrobe, if we press the R key, we can sleep and fast forward time. Can we open this door? No, we can't. So, oh wait, yes, we can. Here we have the bathroom, I guess. The toilet, a shower, and a picture of a cow grazing. Not too bad. I think we can also open this door. Yep. We can open practically all the doors that are in this house here. So, can we go up here, I wonder? Yes, we can. Look at that. We can go up into the attic of the house, of the farmhouse. And we have an old rocking horse here and a TV screen with a scarecrow. Oh wow, look at that. How cool is that? The scarecrow just changed into a scary scarecrow on a field. Amazing, right? Pretty cool. But we can't close or open the hatch for the attic, but we can definitely go down for sure. Pretty cool. Alright. Like I said, there are going to be a lot of videos coming up on this Highlands Expansion add-on. Here we have a windmill in the front of our house here. We have the old man that we can talk to. Back here we have our garden. We have here a glass house. Can we go in? No. This is only for decoration purposes. No wheelbarrow, scarecrow. That is a water. What do you call that? You can grab water out of here, but unfortunately they put a rock in there. I don't know why they did that. But it's nicely done, right? The old house on a farm, pretty awesome, right? How they did that. I like it. I like this. You can open and close this here gate. Here we have the combine harvester under a shed here. Corrugated iron roofing. The header, the Maasai combine harvester. Here we have the JCB front loader, and here we have the fork. This is the new tractor that came with the Highlands Expansion add-on, the JCB Fast Track. We're going to have a look at that in separate videos. I will make a separate video on all the new farm equipment that came with the Highlands Expansion DLC, so stay tuned for that, guys. Look at that, the old decoration here to make this shed a little bit more alive looking. Pretty awesome. Nice, I love it. I'm going to be playing this a lot. I will make some gameplay videos actually on this map here. Alright, here we have BGA, not the BGA, but we have here a silo bunker. We can make silage in here. If you put chaff in here, you get chaff from cutting corn crops. Then you come in here, dump your chaff in here, make it full, and then you press the R key to cover up your chaff, and it will turn into silage. So you can make chaff and turn it into silage in here. These are silage bunkers, or silage silos, I would like to call them. We know them from the previous Farm Sim games and from this Farm Sim game also. Let's see if we can open the gate here. Yes, we can. We can also open this here door. Wow, that is so cool. I wish they would have. Oh, we can close the gate. Look at that. Wow, that's amazing. So that's amazing that they put a gate in here that you can open and close. It's pretty awesome. Thanks for that, Giants. You're awesome. Wow, look at that. The animation on that. That's pretty amazing, guys. We can also turn the lights on and off by pressing the R key. Here and here. Turn the lights on and off. All you have to do is press the R key. When you stand near the light trigger, you have to stand here and press the R key. So let's turn the lights off. Nice. Awesome. Alright, let's come back here. Here we have, I think we can refuel our tractor here. I think this is a diesel tank where we can refuel our tractor. I'm not sure what that is. That might be the diesel tank, and that might be here something else. We will check that out in the gameplay. I'm going to do some gameplay videos on this, like I said before. So I think this is the little farm gas station here where you can fill up your tractors with gasoline. Alright. What do we have back here? Some more deco. An old camper van. Some old tractor tires and a metal bin with more tractor tires, I guess. An old trailer. Here. Now you can open and close these gates here as well. Like that. Let's have a look at this first before we move on to something else. This is also part of the farm here. I think this is a grain bin or grain silo. You pour your grain in here. Let's see where you can take it out. Here, I think. Or no. Or what is this? This is no. This is not a silage bin. This is probably just for. You can store your grain in here. I think. I think what you can do is you can pour your grain in here via a trailer, and then your grain is probably going to get filled up here, and you have to take it out with a front loader. I think that is the idea behind this silo here, because we don't have an actual spout in this here shed. So you come here with your grain trailer full of grain, pour it in here, and the silos here are gonna get filled up with whatever grain you're pouring out here will get filled up here with the grain. So I think that's the idea behind this here silo and the shed with the grain bin out there on the trigger. You can open and close the gates. The animation on that. How awesome is this? I think this is the best Highlands DLC expansion that I ever come across in Farming Simulator. You can shut both of them. Look at that. You can even open and close the door here. You can turn the lights on via the R key. Lights are on and lights are off. Let's open them again. Alright. Let's have a look back here. See what we've got. So here we have... What do we have back here? Ah, okay. Here we have the spout. So my guess is if you pour it in there, and like I said, these silos are probably gonna get filled up with grain. And then you can come here with your tractor and trailer and fill up your trailer with the grain right here. Here. We will check that out in a later gameplay. When I do some gameplay here on this here map, I will test it out for sure. I'll test everything out on this here map. It's awesome for sure. Here we have back here an old shed. I don't know how long these videos are going to be, but there are no lights. This is just an old rusty shed. Can we open here? Yep, we can open the gates on this old rusty shed. How amazing is that? Wow, cool. We even have lights. But where are the lights? Are the lights on the outside maybe? Yeah, they're on the outside. Here and here. We got lights on the outside, on the other side as well. Let's have a look on the front part of that shed. No, we just have lights on the back of it. We don't have any lights on the front or on the sides here. Just on the back, but I'm glad you can open up the gates here. Pretty amazing. Wow, cool. Love it. And you can turn the lights back off, so now they're off. Alright. So this is basically the farm. Let's have a look at the woods or the forest area. Now this road here will lead you right to the next field, which is in my mind field 2. Let's have a look. field 2 here. This will lead to right to field 2, and I think some of the fields even have gates which you can open and close here. I think you have to own the farm to be able to open and close the gates, or even own this here field to be able to open and close the gates here. I think you have to own the field to be able to do that. Alright, your first field here on the farm. Field 2, which you're going to have to buy if you want to start up farming. The trees here, normal, regular trees. They look like I forgot the name of those trees. There's a special name for them trees, but they look pretty amazing. Here we have, let's have a look at those new animals that belong to our farm here. These are our new farm animals. Are they on field? So we own field 50. We own field 23, 22, and 20. Let's visit here. This is on the farm. Here you can buy animals. You have the animal dialogue. You can buy sheep here. We have the land race of Bentheim sheep. Here we have the Steinschaft sheep here. Then we have the Swiss black mountain, the Swiss black brown mountain sheep. The black Welsh mountain sheep here. And further down we have goats. Wow, nice. Goats, which you can buy here on this here trigger. What is this? I think you can deliver pallets of some sort. Here, I think food. That looks like food to me. Maybe hay, straw, or goat feed of some sort. I'm not sure. We will check it out when we do the gameplay on this map. Look at him. Wow, cool. Here we have a couple of... Can we pick them up? Are they liftable? Yeah, they're liftable bales. Nice. Here we have the new trailer. We're not going to be having a look at that because that came with the DLC. I want to make a separate video on that, so we're not going to have a look at that. We're going to have a look at the new vehicles in a separate video. I wonder, can you turn the lights on in that shed? Let's jump over it. I don't think you can. I think these lights will come on automatically when you go into the night time. You can't even get in here with a tractor, so there's no... You can just buy sheep and goats in this area here, so... Look how nicely that is done here. That's pretty amazing. Cool. Alright, we are gonna... I think we're pretty much finished at the farm area. Let's jump over to field 35. We have here a grass field. We can cut grass here. We can also turn this field into a crop field to grow wheat, barley or oats by plowing it, cultivating it and reseeding this here field. That is field 35, we own it. Let's jump into field 20. Here we have field 20 with barley on it, which is ready to harvest, as I can see here, ready to harvest. Barley. Look at the barley textures on that. That's amazing. Amazing textures here on the barley field. Nice. Awesome. Alright, we also own field 50. And these are the new animals in the game. Here, look at that. These are the new Highland animals. Type is the Highland cattle, age 18 months. The Highland cattle, those are, look at them. How amazing do they look? Awesome, right? Here we have a little one. A little Highland calf, that is. Highland calf. Wow. Cute, cute, cute. Here we have another Highland cow, I think. Yeah, Highland cow. We got some more animals over there. Another Highland calf there. And more Highland cows and calves over there. Let's see where the trigger is. Here, let's visit. Here you can buy your Highland animals. Wow, look at that over there. Here you can feed your animals. They will get your water, hay or straw, and here they will probably get silage, I'd imagine. Silage here, I think, and hay or straw in here. Let's have a look at the new animals in the game. So we have here the brown Swiss calf here, which will grow into a cow. Then we have the Holstein calf, the Aberdeen Angus cattle. Then we have here the Limousin cattle. We have the water buffalo. Those are the standard in-game ones. And now we have the Highland cattle. Look at that. The Highland calf here. Highland calf 0 months. Then we have here that Highland calf which is 6 months. And it will turn into a Highland cow after 18 months. A Highland cow. Amazing, right? So these are the new animals that are in the game. The Highland cattle. Nice. Alright, cool. We had a look at field 20. Let's jump into field 23. What do we have here? We have wheat, which is ready to harvest. Nice. Big, huge field here. Okay, field 22. We also own that. Farmland 22 needs lime. You can plant anything here you want. You can put corn, oats, barley, whatever you want to put on that field. You can put it on here. Just reseed your field and you're good to go. Yeah, I thought those ditches here they would have collision, but unfortunately they don't have collision, so you can walk through them. Collision on them would have been nice. Mud on road. Alright. There's the Skoda Octavia that came with the Highland Expansion DLC. So let's hop back to the farm. And I'm gonna call this video done, and we're gonna continue this on in part 2. So stay tuned. Just know what this is. Is this a lime? I think you can get lime here, right? I think this is a lime station where you can get lime for your lime spreader. What is this? This is seeds. I think this is some type of lime fish, but I'm not sure. We will check that out when we do some gameplay on this here map. I think we can jump into this here car. Yeah, before I do that, I want to change something in settings. Under vehicles, let's turn this off. Alright, so this was the farm. We're gonna continue to have a look at other things in part 2. So thanks for watching. We will see you guys in part 2. I will be showing off more stuff, more productions and other things as well. So this was the farm. Thanks for watching. We will catch you guys in part 2. Bye bye.